out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV, we in the building. Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Use promo code Goodfella1 Boxing. Get 18% off instantly all their all-natural products, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, toothpaste, hair pomade. They got all the natural products you need at a really good price, and you get that 18% off on top of any other discounts, promos they running. The link to the website is in the description, and the promo code is there as well. But we back, and apparently Antonio Brown may be on the chopping block for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, it sounds like Antonio Brown may not be back with the Steelers, and apparently they said that it was a knee injury that kept him out of the game versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Could have determined if they got in or got out, or made the playoffs, or got out, or were sent home from the playoffs to be exact. But the Browns would have had to beat the Ravens. That came close to happening. It didn't happen. They went to the crib the week before. Juju Smith-Jr. fumbled their hopes away. So they don't make the playoffs after going 13-3 the year before, I think it was. They lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the divisional round. And apparently what happened was Antonio Brown got into it with an unnamed teammate, threw a football at him, marched off the practice field, didn't show up to practice for the rest of the week, showed up to the game expecting to play versus the Bengals, and at the end of the day, he was told that he was going to be inactive for Sunday's game versus the Bengals. He was there on the sidelines in his mink coat, and at halftime he went to the crib. So once again, him acting like a prima donna. I'm gonna tell you, if this dude don't mature, his ending is gonna be like Terrell Owens. Okay, they gonna blackball him out the league, but I can't even say blackball because he's helping them ball him out the league, okay? You go back to, earlier this year, he had some problems at a Miami apartment complex where he threw, some things off the 18th story balcony and almost allegedly killed or hurt a baby at poolside because somebody had ran in his apartment and stole some cash and I think a gun, okay? They questioned the cleaning lady. I did a whole story on it. He was angry because of that. He had controversy also this season by, going off on the bench. I think it was offensive coordinator and Big Ben. He got mad at them for not getting him the ball. And at the end of the day, he ain't doing nothing but hurting his image, man. You got the Pizza Hut commercials going. You had the little dancer commercials going. I don't know. It's just, he's a very spoiled little brat, to be honest, man. Spoiled little brat. If you don't know his story, his mom remarried, and I guess he didn't take that well. A lot of people don't take that well. I can definitely sympathize with him on that tip or whatever. Apparently, he left the crib, and they kicked him out the crib. He lived on couch to couch. He was supposed to go to Florida State of Florida. Ended up having to go the JUCO route. I believe he went to Central Michigan. It was a late round pick, built himself up. And he was balling out. Then he got into it with the former scout, too. After he had the little tantrum on the bench this year, one of the former scouts say, without Big Ben, Antonio Brown wouldn't be nothing. And the team didn't need him. And apparently, AB fired back. I'm paraphrasing and said, if they don't need me, cut me. So at the end of the day, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers window, I don't think they can fix this. It's closed. Part of this, you heard James Harrison, Shannon Sharp, and Skip Bayless talk about this on Undisputed the last few weeks and through the season. It's part of it just Mike Tomlin don't have control of the locker room. You know what I'm saying? He don't have control. He should have shut down the Le'Veon Bell talk. He didn't. Guys was babbling about Le'Veon Bell, and Ben Roethlisberger was talking junk about Le'Veon Bell as well, too. And he didn't shut down that talk. Obviously, he never got Antonio Brown under control. They paid him. I think they just paid him this season or last offseason or something like that. He going off. Le'Veon Bell ain't show up. Ben Roethlisberger just seemed to be out there playing without a care. He don't know if he want to retire or he want to play the next season. So, at the end of the day, I think, I don't want to say they window is nailed shut, completely nailed shut. But I will say it's closed. You know what I'm saying? Can they do some things to reopen that window? They could. They got talent. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh Steelers don't have no discipline. That's a team that's not disciplined, that's not under control, and their immaturity. And for a lot of veterans, they got a lot of immaturity in their immaturity with Antonio Brown, immaturity on defense, just physically, with a whole bunch of immature guys that play good one season, play good one game, play bad for another game. They're inconsistent. That's a sign of immaturity. Immature receiver, Antonio Brown, and Ben Roethlisberger's immature. Some of the things he said, about some guys on the team that made mistakes, and he calling guys out. He's immature. He been immature. Going back to all the problems he had in college. He's been very, very immature. They made sure they paid Big Ben Roethlisberger. Everything he came up was wet. I mean, Le'Veon Bell, he had his problem smoking weed with Garrett Blunt. You know what I'm saying? But, smoking weed, marijuana is going to be legal in the NFL come the next CBA. Okay? They just want to make a concession. That's the only reason they won't legalize it or take it off the ban list, let me say, because they want a concession from the players. I'm like, golly, how many more concessions does the NFL need from the players to get off topic for a minute? A lot of concessions, bro. Man, let me let you know on something. Man, I said this on a couple of my videos, man. If you went to Detroit Lions or Detroit Sports Talk, Pistons, whatever it may be, check me out at Motor City Sports Talk. But how many more, concessions can they want? The NBA makes 75% less than the NFL. So the NFL makes 75% more than the NBA. But the NBA players make 200% more than the NFL players. I mean, how much can they just take from these players? And part of it's the players' fault. Le'Veon Bell's situation, his offensive line, his team should have supported him to get his money. And people will tell me, well, Le'Veon Bell had did the same thing. I get that same raccoon answer from a whole bunch of brothers. What does it matter? It's about, being innovative, being the first person or the first group of a team to support their players. You know what I'm saying? Being an innovator, being the first to do something. That's real talk. These dudes don't want to be innovators. Everybody want to get theirs. When everybody retire, they be broke, crying about their cheap pensions in the NFL, which is crap. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna really recognize that their career's over with, and they beat up with CTE in their brain and all types of stuff. Okay, they not gonna realize that until it's over with. And you just look at it, man, like they should be making more. And it's disgusting. And I get back to the Steeler point to close the video out. It's disgusting that not too many players other than Brandon Marshall and Eric Reed, and Kenny Stills and a few other guys. Hopefully I didn't forget too many that kneeled and supported Colin Kaepernick and that spoke up. But it's way more guys that didn't. But as soon as Donald Trump said something and started talking, everybody want to kneel because of Trump. But those same brothers in the NFL didn't want to support Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you the NFL is they just disbanded, bro. They don't have no cohesiveness. There's no camaraderie amongst it when it comes to a union. It's the worst union in the world. They got the worst contracts of all professional sports in America and probably around the world. And it just continues to show you that, quote unquote, one of the most polarizing and popular franchises in the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers, just showed you how they handle Le'Veon Bell. Situation. I'm not talking about the organization. They handle it like any other NFL handle it, like some slave master mentality crap. But I'm talking about the players, how they didn't even support that man where he get his money. How they didn't make it like, where he sit out a few weeks. We going to support him. We want him to be here. And we just going to support him until he come here. If he don't come here, we just support him until after that. At the end of the day, his offensive lineman calling them out. At the end of the day, the NFL owners is thriving off of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They thriving off it. Right now, all them dudes laughing and saying F Le'Veon Bell in that locker room, right? But Antonio Brown day gonna come, okay? Big Ben Roethlisberger day gonna come. Jesse James day gonna come. Joe Hayden day gonna come. TJ Watt day gonna come. All them dudes day gonna come when they get railroaded out the locker room. Same thing with James Harrison. When James Harrison left and they was playing him, they ripped James Harrison apart. Y'all remember that? They didn't say nothing to big bag James Harrison until he got released and everybody wanted to have an opinion. Pouncey, but they wouldn't say it to his face. How can you be one of the platinum standard organizations? And you can look at both of the top organizations in the NFL. The Dallas Coon Boys, you can look like the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can look at both of them organizations, bro. Both of them. You got Prescott, who tap dancing for Jerry Jones. Dez Bryant tap dancing for Jerry Jones. Got played like Terrell Owens got played. Was being the company man, saying that all lives matter. Whatever he was saying, he got played too. And Antonio Brown need to get his act together before he fall. And he gonna fall in that line one day when his ability to break, to get separation, to break on routes, he slow down. He become an average NFL player. He gonna be crowned. But I wouldn't be shocked to see him get traded, to be honest, man. Okay, or something like that, depending on his cap hit. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. Also got a Facebook group. You can reach out to me in the email. All that information in the description. You got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship, video request, whatever it is. Hit me up in the email, DM me on social media. Definitely appreciate it. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Don't forget our new sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Use my promo code Goodfella1Boxing at 18% off immediately. That's on top of any of the promos, the discounts they're running with all their all-natural products. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Much blessed to you and yours. Hopefully everybody bring New Year's in the right way. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Get that taxi. Get somewhere to crash. Get that Uber. Get that Lyft. Or whatever you got to do. But don't drink and drive tonight. One time for the one time. We gone.